So welcome to We the People. We're out. It's 20 minutes to the closing of the polls on this statewide election day. And it looks like in Hempstead we are making history. I have been involved with campaigns for a very long time. My first election was 1989, which was 23 years ago. And things are very, very different on the campaign trail. And what we saw this year, though, and it took me a minute, Thomas, to really kind of put it together after the first debate. But what we have, I think, in Hempstead is a coming of age. And those forerunners, like myself, and I don't know if you all remember Dr. Susan, and a couple of us who are from here, products of here, that have tried to stay in the vineyard, you know, we were a little ahead of our times. What we see in this election is a slate of candidates, all of whom are products of this community, all of whom went through the system and remember the time that Hempstead was for the people, when we understood our target population, our demographics, and we embraced it. There were not the rigid class distinctions. We were always segregated. Let's not get it twisted. After MLK was assassinated, Hempstead was segregated completely. But the excellence remained. And as a tribute to those early educators like Charlie Mills and others, Mr. Bullock and Dr. Jenkins, those early African-American educators who held the standard of excellence that they inculcated in us, we see the tradition bearing fruit in this particular slate of candidates this year in Hempstead. And for that, my heart is happy. Of course, I have my own candidate that I was supporting who comes out of that radical tradition, but she did it with pearls and grace and dignity, and she rose to the challenge, and we're hoping that Row A will be victorious in this election. But for the first time, there's no real sense of doom and gloom about outsiders taking over control of our school board. The change that will be made will be significant, no matter what the outcome, and for that, Thomas Parsley, I am very happy. Thomas is a former school board member like myself. There were quite a few former school board members out today voting, and that sense that maybe this year we'll get it right was there. My candidate, of course, Shelley Brazeley, for those of you who didn't know, I can say it now out loud because it's the election. When you see this, the election is over. But she is the candidate that champions my particular issue. She's been with me every step since the 80s. Well, actually, my whole life. I was born on her birthday. But the issue with the pilots, that issue took some traction in this election, and I think that people are finally understanding that we are not an impoverished community because of the people. We are an impoverished community because of municipal actions by the town and county. Y'all know I'm going to always get that in. But 30 apartment buildings being taken off the tax roll removes $20 million in tax revenue from our village and our school district. And that is one of the reasons that I believe the outside influences, the political party influences in our district have perpetuated the kind of mismanagement and poor supervision that we've seen, and there's always been a unique twist to getting rid of people that are doing a good job. We can't seem to get rid of people that don't do a good job, but if somebody comes in and really begins to make a difference, it's amazing how the state will come in and intervene, how the DA will come in and intervene, how all these people will come in and intervene if someone is trying to change things. We will explore that further, but I think thanks to David Patterson, who had a sit down with us when we coordinated the welcome back for our governor and talked about this pilot issue, that it's more transparent now. IDAs are more transparent now, and as a result of that, we're finding out where the legs are to the wealth that's leaving this community. That's my spin. We're going to go inside and get the count in a few moments. But before then, Parsley, I'd like to hear some of your reaction to this year's election and what you hope to see happen.
Actually, I agree with you. I came out today. I've been noticeably absent in this process. And I watched these videos on YouTube, and I saw the work that the Save Our Schools, Stand Up
Hempstead,
Occupy Hempstead Board of Education was doing. And I saw a group of concerned people, and like myself, they are Hempstead. We live here, we went to school here, they've chosen to raise their children here. They worship in parishes in this community, and for the first time it wasn't like people that moved here, people that came here later. And I believe that the interest from citizens, that alumnus and people that have a vested interest in this community was great. I don't see no real losers here. I think that, yes, there's two people that I feel are better suited than the others, but I don't see any losers here. There is no gloom and doom. There's no great big suspense. The community really came together on the issues that's affecting us. As far as the apartment rolls being taken off the tax law, I challenge elected officials on the county, town, and state level as to why. You know that this community is a community with a magnitude of issues. Why are you allowing this to go on? Why are you being silent about it? Is it really, that unimportant to you that the children and the taxpayers of this poor community is overtaxed, and that this $20 million can be put to good use? I also believe that there's some forms of undercurrent racism involved. Do they think that we're not able to adequately control the spending of these finances? I think that people need to be concerned when $1 is taken away from anybody. As far as the issues surrounding this school board, I'm particularly concerned with the conditions of our school, the fact that the sitting board has not actively taken on its policy to do a census. I wonder if we're adequately utilizing our space. I'm hoping that this is something that the current board will look at, the new board will look at. I also am concerned about the mistreatment of people that are employed in the district, as well as the unfair treatment of students in special education. And I believe that everybody that's running in this race, for candidates that stand out in the forefront, is really interested in those same things. One thing is for certain: a change has come to Hempstead today. That's a guarantee that a change has come, a change that Robin said. I ran for office when I was 19. That's about 15 years ago. So prior to that, I was a student advocate. So for 20 years, we've been trying to get this very moment. For us, it is long overdue. We're rejoicing. We're happy, and we're actually excited, and we're on board with whoever wins tonight, and we're looking forward to active engagement of the community as a whole. We're looking forward to conversations with the powers that be, where we collectively come to the table and bring solutions that are best for our children and our property values and things of that nature. And that's what the good part about this is. The good part about it is, finally we are at the table. Yes. We are at the table. Yes. The true citizens, the true people, and I'm not against people.
Hempstead's children,
we are at
sons
the table.
And daughters,
exactly,
who did learn that it's important to do our best. I was telling somebody that daggone brownie creed gets me every time. We promise to do our best and to do our duty, neither of which have been respected here in recent decades. And that's what's changing. The tone of the election, there was no negative campaigning, there was no secret removing of signs. The debates were very respectful, mutually supportive, and I think these candidates set the tone for the kind of informed, enlightened discussion, the transparency that they talked about, their ability to debate ideas, but most of all, their commitment to sound management and their commitment to compliance. This district has been allowed to operate out of compliance in so many areas that the basic health and safety of children is in jeopardy. We've had fire alarms for actual fires where they were told to ignore the fire drill. We've had roofs collapse with all kinds of dust flying and people smelling the air saying it's safe rather than going with the asbestos problems that we've had. The traffic safety issues, in spite of the $1.6 million in grant funds that we received that have not been addressed. The lack of facilities planning. We are just out of compliance in so many areas. One of the issues that came up a lot, Thomas, which was very interesting and it's kind of tragic, is the whole mess that they've made of Hempstead High School and the artificial creation of 3 distinct new schools and an off-site alternative, none of which were properly planned, none of which were properly funded, none of which were properly administered, and now we've lost another opportunity at restructuring, confusing poor management, supervision, and oversight with the fact that the programs didn't work. It was not the teachers or the children. It was the planning or lack thereof.
One of the most disturbing things that I've heard is that the superintendent is toting a 70% Regents diploma rate. And the saddest thing, that would be an extraordinary accomplishment if the cohort was at 50% at least. When you have a roundabout figure of 400 children entering the 9th grade and less than 200 graduating, you shouldn't feel proud of a 70% anything. We have one of the largest dropout rates in the state of New York, which is a clear indication that we're preparing children for the streets and prison. This school system has been a pipeline to the Nassau County Correctional Facility and the upstate prison system for more than a long time. What's unique about Hempstead and what's unique about this time, and it makes me feel really good, is I've experienced the good and the bad of this. And we are a community of forgiving. We are a community of coming together. And most importantly, we are people. And the fact that we're Hempstead people, and we come together when we need to. And I think we're saying is no more.
Right.
No more.
Stand up, Hempstead.
No more. No more. No more. You're not gonna come from outside and be here and think that you could tell us what's best for our need, what our needs are, when you don't even know us, and then you don't even take the opportunity to get to know us.
Exactly.
And I think that's what this election is also saying, that we can solve our own problems. We have educated some of the best, well-rounded professionals in the work here, go to school, and raise their children. And these people are standing up and saying, we're going to come to the table, we're going to bring the rest of the community to the table, and we're going to do something. This creation of this high school, or these mini schools in one, was never an ideal concept for a school like Hempstead because of a lack of planning. You didn't even facility-wise plan it properly. You have a school that you had a hard time controlling prior to the creation of these mini schools. You didn't even structurally say, okay, we're gonna place this group of children here and this group of children there. I was speaking to one of the candidates, and she explained to me that there's a school of music and arts. And the principal of that school was asked, well, how did you plan the children's day? And he looked like, what do you mean? Well, how much time do the children spend on academic instruction versus how much time do they spend in music and arts? And he wasn't able to give an answer, which means that you have over $1 million in administrative costs in this high school, and there's no thought process. There's no thought process coming through there. But these are the type of things that we're going to fix. I think that people need to know that Hempstead is a sleeping giant that's about to be awakened.
Exactly.
And good things are about to happen here. And this is going to be an interesting, innovative process to watch. And this school district, after today, will become a model of what happens with adequate parental and community involvement.
It's not the parents, it's not the children, and it's not the teachers. Our district has been poorly governed, poorly managed, poorly supervised, and poorly administered for too long. And today, I think, my hope is, and I think we achieved a turning point.
Absolutely.
And that when we say it starts at the top, I think we're going to see that in our new school board. We'll be back with the results. You stay tuned.
Come on, put your hands together. Maybe this time I couldn't stand the rain, and maybe this time I couldn't take the pain. Perhaps this time I gave in to the pain, and this time I couldn't stand the taste. Oh no, don't you think because you got me down that I am yours? No, you are alive. Serving no, so you know that I'll be standing strong and tall, undefeated. Turn it up a little bit. undefeated. Oh yeah, I might have lost the battle, but I won't lose the war. I'm getting up from here and keep fighting on. Maybe this time I couldn't take the pain, and maybe this time I couldn't take the strain. So what if this time I gave in to the spells? Oh Lord, I'm forgiven, and there's no condemnation in Him. Oh Lord, don't you think because you got me down that I am yours? No, you are alive. Serving no, so you know that I'll be standing strong and tall. I'm undefeated. Oh yeah, yeah. I might have lost the battle, I won't lose the war. I'm getting up from here. I'll be standing undefeated. I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I won't lose the war. Keep fighting on, keep fighting on. Check it out. 7 times 7 a man may fall, but that is not the measure of a man at all. It's about how he gets up and picks himself up and asks the Lord to fix him up and go to God so he can do it again. Try him again, make him bolder and stronger again so he can fly again. It doesn't matter what my state, I still remain undefeated. If I can't fly, then I'm gonna run on. Keep fighting on. Said I gotta keep fighting on. I gotta keep fighting on.
I'll announce the candidates in winning order. Shelley Braisley. Number 543. 543.
Okay.
Next candidate, Waylon Hobbs. Want a number?
Yeah.
534. Next was Curtis Watts, 482.
Okay.
469. Leslie Steve Lundy, 118. Yeah. Somebody make a motion to accept the results of the election, please.
So moved.
Who's moving? I had 2 moves.
Second.
Renfro and Cross. Trustee Renfro?
Yes.
Trustee Simmons?
Yes.
Trustee Ray?
Yes.
Trustee Rivera?
Yes.
Trustee Cross?
Let me think for a minute, y'all.
While she's thinking,
Yes.
I would like to congratulate Ms. Braisley and Bishop Hart.
Hi, I would like to thank all of the voters for your support in electing me to the school board. I want to say thank you to the people that worked on the campaign. I'm looking forward to working on the school board and just looking to just see our children excel academically and see a turnaround in our school board. And I'm happy to also be congratulating Shelly Brazeley for her win too, and looking forward to working with her. God bless you. Thank you.
To the extended family of Hempstead, I really would like to take this moment to thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for trusting me with your children's future. And thank you so much for coming out to vote. It really is going to be a new day, and together we can. Thank you.
Everything, put all on everything. Right, here we go. Come on. Oh, all right, yeah. Listen, clap your hands. Come on, just clap your hands. Just clap your hands, cause the battle is won. Listen, all of my life, the devil's been messing with me, yeah. And they make me believe all his lies. But now I had enough, and I'm sick and tired of being used. I'm taking back my authority, and I just want to thank the Lord for showing me the way. And if it wasn't for that inspired word of God, I wouldn't have known my power today. You gave me power to tread upon serpents and scorpions, and lock the power over the enemy. Yes, he did, y'all. You said that nothing shall not work by any means harm me, and I believe every word it says. Now listen, get out of my way. You can't bring me down. Well, no more when you hinder me now. Cause I'm pressing on the upper way. Victory is what I see today. Listen, now the Bible says that we should speak those things that are not on as those they are. So I encourage you to speak to your circumstance right now and let it know you're coming now. And throw your hands up, give him praise, and show you believe your victory. And if that thing try to hinder you again, just remember what the Bible says. You gave me power to tread upon serpents and scorpions, and lock the power over the enemy. You said that nothing shall by any means harm me, and I believe every word is said. Now what we gonna do, y'all? Get out of my way. Come on. You can't bring me down. Well, no more will it hinder me now. Cause I'm pressing on. That's right. The upper way. Victory is what I see today. Get out of my way. Come on. You can't bring me down. No more when you hinder me now. Cause I'm pressing on the upper way. Victory is what I see today. Now make some noise if you believe.
Y'all inherit the earth. You listen to my verse. Come on, curse, rap the melanin. I rap forever and ever and ever till my skeleton in the dirt. Look up in direction.
What y'all gonna do tomorrow? If y'all believe that, y'all gonna go and do it tomorrow, right?
You know my seat is reserved. Before I was even thought of, I was caught up. Don't you get the big picture? Want somebody draw us? Put us in the billboard. Now what do you think they call us? Holy warrior. When God cracked the sky to make the tsunami look like Hurricane Gloria. Tornado rip off the roof while they recording us. You'll be up in the booth, ripping for all of us. Faces unshaken, you think I'm just my calling line. We all got guards that rap. Now more y'all afraid to trip them? Gone, call it
Get out of my way. You can bring me down. Well, no more will you hinder me now. Cause I'm pressing Victory is what I see today. Get out of my way. You can't bring me down. Well, no more. Bring you into me now. Cause I'm pressing on the upper way. Victory is what I see today. Make some noise. God bless you. All right, one more time.
Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches. I know He watches. Because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow. Now I know He watches me. He watches me. He watches me.